All right, good morning, guys. We're gonna do this in one take. Today was supposed to be my surgery day, my kidney transplant. But unfortunately, there has been an unexpected delay. It is no one's fault. These things happen. And I did have a live video on YouTube on Tuesday. So about 200 of you who were there already know this update. But I usually make my lives private after, so I figured I'd film a official video that I'll leave up on my channels, and this will be that video. I'll explain what happened, what the next steps are, and then how I'm feeling. Part 1. I woke up Monday with a hive underneath my eye, like a raised bump, and I thought it was allergies. I took Benadryl and was hoping that would be the end of the story. On Tuesday, I had to go to the transplant center for blood work, standard blood work 2 days before the transplant surgery, just to make sure everything was still looking good. And while I was there, I figured, why not have the medical team take a look at the hive underneath my eye. Well, within 1 second, the nurse on call looked at it and said, "Ooh, that looks like shingles." Now, I've heard of shingles. I had no idea what it was. And that's the first time I was like, wait, WTF? Then the nurse practitioner saw my eye and she too said it's shingles. Now, I didn't know what it was. So just to recap with you guys what it is, a lot of us when we are kids, we get chickenpox, also known as varicella zoster virus, VZV. And once you fight the infection, that virus lays dormant in your body. Now, if you have a healthy immune system, then the virus will just stay dormant and it won't affect you. But if you have a compromised immune system like I do, someone with kidney failure and on dialysis, well, that gives the shingles virus, varicella zoster virus, an opportunity to reappear, reemerge from the depths. And that's exactly what happened. Shingles decided to reappear the week of my transplant. Now, what that means is for a transplant, when you have an active infection, you can't get a transplant. And the reason why is because when they put the kidney in my body, my immune system will identify it as a foreign object. So what they have to do is they have to wipe out my immune system to prevent rejection. But if they wipe out your immune system while you have an infection, well, guess what? That infection, that virus, can go haywire, out of control. So shingles, if treated early, not that dangerous. But in a human body without an immune system, the shit can run wild. Could get pretty serious pretty quickly. So once you have a shingles diagnosis within the window of your transplant, you are no longer eligible to be transplanted until the virus, the infection, whatever you want to call it, clears. So that's where we are. They were unable to move forward due to a unexpected, unforeseen shingles infection. Now, ironically, I was laying low for the whole week leading up to my kidney transplant. I was not making any YouTube videos. I was not attending any protests. I wanted to minimize all risks. And unfortunately, my immune system, my body said, nah, it don't matter. Now, my doctor, my medical team said that it's not common, but it's also not uncommon for people to be stressed before their transplant. Now, I don't think I was that stressed. I was kind of like not thinking about it too much. But ultimately, knowing that you're going to get a transplant, you're going to get cut open, you're going to get put under, it's a pretty stressful thing. So I do think that there was some level of stress. And they think that that is what could have given the virus a window to come say hi. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. I'm extremely disappointed. My next appointment is September 16th as a follow-up on my shingles to make sure that it's healed and that it's progressing normally. And at that point, once they review my new labs on that day, I assume we will likely come up with a new surgery date at that time. Now, I'm disappointed, obviously, but I also feel terrible for my living donor who really went out of his way to come down here, take the vacation days at work. You know, he basically had to schedule his life for this. And for it not to happen is definitely going to be a wrinkle in his schedule. But he's committed to giving me his kidney. He said we're going to get it done no matter what. So I'm just looking at this like a bump in the road. I guess this is part 3, how I feel about it. It's just a bump in the road. You know, I'm not a religious guy, but I do feel like I'm being tested. And that's okay. That's all right. Yesterday was supposed to be my final dialysis, but I guess it's not anymore. I have, if I get a transplant in a month from now, that means I have about 25 more dialysis sessions. Maybe about 27. I do about 26, 27 in a month. So yeah, that's the update. That's what's going on. And this video will stay up on my channels. If you have any questions, comments, drop them below. And if you want to support my health battle, gibson.com/Adam Francisco. And I appreciate you guys for all the support.